Listen, before we get into how to build the best team through Team Affinity, I want you to take a look at these insane 99 overall cards that will be available on day one that they went ahead and revealed to us through Twitter. So the first one is 99 overall Trey Turner, who has 112 contact versus right, 125 contact versus left, and then 125 clutch. That means whenever there are runners in scoring position or on base in general, he has the max contact you could possibly have. This card is going to be insane, and if he's not your everyday shortstop because you have Francisco Lindor out there, it's perfectly fine. He can play second base, third base, and even center field, and as you parallel him up, his secondary penalties will go ahead and take him from a silver fielder all the way up to a gold fielder at those secondary positions as well, which is A+. The second one that they revealed is just as insane as the first one. It's Roki Sasaki from Japan. He throws a sinker, fastball, cutter, forkball, and slider, and he's most likely gonna have outlier either on the fastball or sinker or both. In addition to that, he also has 109 hit per 9, which means that your PCI is going to be shrunk, and if you look at the pitching clutch, it's 112. So whenever runners are on base in general as well, he's gonna shrink your PCI even more than just his base 109 hit per 9. I'm telling you, this is reincarnation of Corey Kluber 2.0, and imagine each and every single nation gets a 99 overall and then we have to choose one or two from a pack. That would be insane. Let me know your thoughts on this, and let's get into how to build the best overall team on day one in Diamond Dynasty. Team Affinity was first introduced into MLB The Show 20, and don't you worry, we're gonna jump back in time into MLB The Show 20 as well as MLB The Show 21 to show you guys the process in obtaining these diamonds and show you how easy it will be for you yourself to have a team full of diamonds on day one of MLB The Show 23. But before we do that, we need to see what are the diamonds we're going to be getting in Team Affinity 1 for MLB The Show 23. So the first set is going to be the Captain Series, and you are getting Shane McClanahan, Alek Manoah, Aaron Judge, Ali Rutschman, and Chris Sale in the AL East. Not a bad 5 if you were to ask me. Now keep in mind, these are captain cards, so if you have a certain amount of players from whatever criteria is their requirement, then you will be able to boost the attributes of whichever players fall within that criteria. And you might be saying, okay, why do they only have a pitching captain and not also a hitting captain? Well, it seems that inside the collections, there is going to be the hitting captain. So whatever you see here, most likely inside the collections for collecting all those players inside that team, you will be getting a captain that is the opposite of whatever you're seeing here in Team Affinity 1. Staying on the AL East, because we will go to the NL Central right after this, you will see that there is also a new series for Team Affinity 1 still called the Charisma Series, and here we have some more well-known players. I mean, everybody was well-known before, but higher overalls is what I meant to say, in Cedric Mullins, Rafael Devers, Bo Bichette, Wander Franco, and Giancarlo Stanton. Central, it's a little bit fishy because MLB The Show decided to delete this tweet, but I had gotten a screenshot before they went ahead and deleted it. But they have Corbin Burns, Adam Wainwright, Andrew McCutchen, Joey Votto, and Ian Happ. For the Charisma Series, they have Marcus Stroman, Tommy Edman, Cabrian Hayes, Christian Yelich, and then Hunter Green. Let me know down in the comment section if you had to pick one out of each and every single series for each division, which one would be the one that you would pick? Hopefully we get all 5 for each. Now before we enter into Team Affinity for MLB The Show 20, I want to remind you to please hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. It helps the channel out tremendously and you won't miss another upload, as well as checking out the description. There we have our Twitch where we stream each and every single day at 10 p.m. Eastern, Discord links, as well as our social media links. And if you want to support me by becoming a member, by all means, I appreciate it and I love you for it. Let's jump into Team Affinity. So Team Affinity in MLB The Show 20 worked a lot similar to the monthly awards, where it goes by stages and you cannot advance in stages unless you complete or fulfill the points required to go to the next stage. So they had repeatable missions. Missions were such as getting online innings with Baltimore Oriole players or offline innings with Baltimore Oriole players, both of which were repeatable. Tally hits with Oriole players. You could also go ahead and exchange the showdown voucher that they had for the East, as well as exchanging Oriole rival players. So that means Yankees, Red Sox, and if they had an NL rival, the NL rival as well. You also had conquest maps that came out, but the conquest maps didn't pertain only to the Orioles. The conquest maps would pertain to either an entire division or they would pertain to an entire league. So that means either they would pertain to the East or they would pertain to the American League as a whole, and it would go ahead and give you points as a whole. You also had collections when it came to collecting all of the Oriole players, as well as moments to go ahead and do in order to go ahead and continue progressing in terms of points. And then last but not least, March to October. Throughout the reward path, you would get Oriole Live Series players, icons, stadium stubs, as well as prospect cards and team affinity packs, which were very similar to standard packs, arguably some of the best packs that MLB The Show had ever brought into the game. And this was stage 1's diamond player. It was Trey Mancini. As you progress, stage 2 was Ryan Mountcastle. And then what they did in this team affinity, because you needed to fulfill the previous section in order to get to the next one, they made Team Affinity 3 cards and Team Affinity 4 cards sellable. And I think that they're going to go ahead and follow this same rubric in MLB The Show 23, where all Team Affinity cards will be sellable. Truthfully speaking with you all, MLB The Show 21's rubric did not change drastically. All that really occurred was that instead of it being, let's say, stages, it was instead seasons. And the reason why they switched it to that is because stages, as I said previously, would not allow you to advance until you fulfilled the previous stage. Seasons instead would allow you to begin working on all 3 seasons at once if you just got the game, or if you wanted to only work on one single season, you were able to do that. But the missions, they did go ahead and change inside MLB The Show 21. So there were missions, of course, to tally innings with players from that division, whether it was offline or online. You could have done online and gotten innings for both at the same time. And then there were specific missions tailored to players you would get inside packs, inside the reward path for those divisions. So for example, you would get live series players from the NL East, and you would get these gold legends and flashbacks that then you would have to complete the missions for in order to get team affinity points and basically complete the reward path. You were also allowed to do moments if you wanted, and the moments were pretty easy to do and gave you a good amount. There was an East affinity conquest map that would basically go ahead and allow you to have the entire East region done for the American League and the National League. March to October will always be implemented into team affinity. And then you had the collections for the live series players, as well as exchanges for live series players, but you were capped at 3. And then once again, showdown was a very important factor inside team affinity and allowing you to go ahead and complete it very quickly. So you might be saying to yourself, Blade, we saw that there was a 92 overall, and we also saw that there was a 97 overall version of diamond cards inside team affinity. And this is what I think they're going to go ahead and do. First and foremost, we most likely are getting team affinity packs once again, so you're going to have plenty of standard packs to open up. But I think that the 92 overall cards are going to now be featured in the Legends and Flashback section. So let me go to one of the sections that actually has those diamonds, legends, and flashbacks so I can go ahead and demonstrate it to you all. I think it was season 3 that went ahead and started it. Absolutely not. Maybe it was season 2 that went ahead and started it. Yes, it was season 2. So here you can see in season 2, there was a diamond pack very early on that gave you 89s, 87s, and 85s. And this time around, instead of it giving you all those random numbers, it's going to give you that first base set of 92 overall cards to choose from as you work your way to getting the official 97 overall Charisma Series pack, where you have to go ahead and choose one player. And obviously the coolest thing about all of this was you were able to select each and every single team affinity player, which I think is going to be a possibility once again in MLB The Show 23. This says non-sellable, but once again, they have started making everything sellable, because at the end of the day, the more cards you can sell, the more people that buy stubs to buy those cards, and the more money SDS makes. So I don't understand why they wouldn't make it sellable. And if you're still looking at me saying, Blade, well, how exactly does this make anything easy? Well, it's very easy to finesse with these missions in terms of plate appearances. It's very easy to go ahead and finesse in Showdown as well. You could load up a team full of the AL East and only hit, quit out, load back in, hit again. You could even play out an entire mini season to get whatever diamond reward is in there, and you'll be knocking out plenty of these missions along the way. So I'm telling you all, Team Affinity is going to be the easiest way not only to get diamonds on your team, but also to fulfill collections in the Team Affinity packs that you're going to get along the way with it. So Team Affinity is going to be ideal, probably one of the top things you want to do, and that is going to be one of the top things you want to do if the featured program is the World Baseball Classic program, and it will take you a ton of XP to reach all the way to the 99s, etc., which I think should be the case, because us rocking 99 overalls with only 3 hours of gameplay would be ridiculous in my opinion. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you did end up enjoying today's content, once again, hit that like button, red subscribe button, notification bell. Go ahead inside the description, 10 p.m. Eastern, we stream each and every single day on Twitch. You have the Discord there as well, social media links, and if you would like to support me by becoming a member, feel free to do so. I got mad love for everyone that does. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.